Fox News Flash top entertainment and celebrity headlines are here. Check out what's clicking today in entertainment. The death of a prominent celebrity almost always sparks nostalgia about their greatest moments. Comedian Norm Macdonald is no exception. Since his passing Tuesday at age 61 after a private battle with cancer, social media has been flooded with tributes to the late star, including recirculating clips of some of his most famous moments in the spotlight. The actor had a storied career with a 5-year tenure on Saturday Night Live and an extensive career in film and television that saw him appear in movies like Billy Madison and more recently in television shows like The Orville. Outside of acting, he was a favorite guest on late-night shows and was known for his stand-up comedy as well. SNL alum Norm Macdonald dead at 61 in memorial of the popular funny man. Here's a look at some of his funniest moments. Warning: graphic language. SNL and its cast members are widely known for creating some of the best celebrity impressions in show business, and Macdonald's Burt Reynolds is among those that are fondly remembered long after the performance. During a 1999 episode of the sketch comedy show, Macdonald impersonated Reynolds for a fictitious round of Celebrity Jeopardy! Hosted by Will Ferrell's Alex Trebek. The sketch saw Reynolds go by the moniker Turd Ferguson because, as he put it, it's a funny name. Throughout the chaotic game, he forces everyone to refer to himself by the silly name and refuses to play by the rules. Norm Macdonald constantly jabbed O.J. Simpson and implied he was guilty of murder during Weekend Update. Getty Images. During his time on SNL, Macdonald held the coveted position of host of the Weekend Update segment, from 1993–1997. The O.J. Simpson scandal and trial came up during that time, and were constant fodder for Macdonald's time behind the spoof news desk. Norm Macdonald remembered by the comedy world. He was in a complete league of his own head. Often bring up the scandal and heavily implied that Simpson was guilty of murder. According to Deadline, Macdonald blamed his exit on the show on Simpson's friendship with NBC's West Coast Division President Don Ohlmeyer. Despite any potential behind-the-scenes tension caused by the jokes, Macdonald kept them rolling as they were fan-favorite moments of his tenure. In the 1990s, then U.S. Senator Bob Dole, R-Con, announced he'd be stepping down in order to focus on replacing President Bill Clinton in the White House. Dole was the 1996 GOP nominee for president. In typical SNL fashion, the political turmoil became comedic gold via impressions and jokes when Macdonald took on the role of Dole. In a 1996 cold open of the show, Macdonald, as Dole, lobbied heavy jokes against the then-politician in his signature monotone voice. The sketch also poked fun at Clinton, claiming that like Dole, he resigned from his post to focus on the campaign, sparking confusing comments from Dole. Norm Macdonald was a fan-favorite guest on Conan O'Brien's late-night shows. Getty Images. One of his more memorable late-night appearances occurred just a few years ago during a visit on Conan when he told a rambling story about a moth visiting a podiatrist. The moth has a strange string of existential problems, including a disdain for his job and son. Norm Macdonald says women upset by Louis C.K.'s surprise set should get $200 to help get through the trauma. When asked why he visited a podiatrist rather than a psychiatrist, the moth said, "'Cause the light was on." Norm Macdonald poked fun at Courtney Thorne-Smith during a shared interview on Late Night with Conan O'Brien. Getty Images. During another iconic visit to Conan O'Brien's talk show, Macdonald sat in for an interview with Melrose Place star Courtney Thorne-Smith and took several cracks at the star in her massively popular show. Click here to get the Fox News app. He also made fun of her movie Chairman of the Board, which co-starred Carrot Top, including the title of their movie and his fellow comedians' inability to perform in bed. After his popular run on SNL, Macdonald had a sitcom called Norm that ran from 1999–2001. Click here to sign up for our entertainment newsletter. During one memorable episode, Norm begins a new job and is introduced to his co-workers. Just moments later, he asks a co-worker to watch out for one of his clients as he heads out to lunch, visibly altering the clock on the wall to reflect a time much later in the day as he walks out of the office.